Debia me betena ha asemo ameka ne se yenda nyame ase se we have the current leadership ayewo ewo NDC emu no kwan ne nyame enim ni NDC fo asem ya ene se utumi hu ne se wasem ye de nanso obi ampese obeka bia ma na uotumi se nanka obetumi ama basa yo esi nanso waye wadwen se enye hwe wo de obeti ase si efan baby no nkrofo bi wo ho a wo mpesa sa de no oye den obema basa esi ene na ama ende nkrunkru bebre basa si because ba ko ye bibi a ba ko ka se da bi ne mpene ma won sisi me nti me mpene ma basa ensi. But I'll say I'll commend the NDC in as much as a lot of people will not be happy with the NDC's approach, and a lot of people were thinking that the NDC should use some violent means and ways. No, I think I am going to commend the NDC with how they are handling the Electoral Commission case. They are doing well with the handling. It shows that, at least if for nothing at all, Krana, the peace we need to enjoy in this country is at heart. Interna eyame ya say you hu ni say wo nipa ye say ni ye nkasa ma nipa kro na yan hwe ya one day nipa kro na obeka se chale effort die be sinsi hwe sa asem na abronye kokok tena radio so ekan ye no se eye NDC ni na ekan ya na nka Ghana obi abesowe akase tia sa nipa kro no asem a wokokan se pan se Ghana benya asomdwe na ye ka se MPP fo ma Ghana nya asomdwe pan dia nanka ntokwa MPP fo be man ntokwa esi a wo mo youth organizer so de bia wo can we not sacrifice the Indian on the altar of peace ni na atre se ye ntena asomdwe so nti enu nti ye nka se nipa nsisi yen ene anka ebe kona Ghana abo MPP for that has been their donation ba wotie NDC fo a omo no akwa ye se ye we a ye nim se Ghana bebo ye we a ye nim se asembeba but nini na echi no wo de ene hwe ye ma we nko nini na echi no enye hwe ye ma we nko, and it looks like that is exactly what the NDC is doing. The Electoral Commission obia edi adance say na ke wo se wo mo ye forensic auditing. Electoral Commission ka se wonye NDC for your demonstration is very peaceful. Nini na echi. At the end of the day, NDC for a call meeting, ye na ye hu de see. Later NDC for ba betron krata ka say, o de yate ye mpese basa besi. It is a say na mo ka de yate na emum yenye se unim say meeting na wo mo call ye kra na NDC for ba bonte be ka say okay easy o say why your mistakes na wie yate mistakes na o say why ye wie no yesraw fa we ni we bra bonten fa result ne emayen. Even under the meeting as a krana MPP for crack catcher jimensa say o say why your mistakes e wie no problem my results no my ebia register no inti ye kra MPP for ye kita ye pen drive ni inti ye pen drive eni inti my na yenye den yen konko check it. Up to now omo twen register mistakes are see ye correction are see ye no embaye and NDC for chance so mo kasa say adenti ne ne mo aba be ye meeting a mo akasa enye ye ndede na so Ghana asomdwe nti yate ase. Up till now correction I will say why fabre ni enhwe ni ehu ne say yensan so fan check your system hu ni ehu ne say indeed why correction na say wonye ye no still pese wo de beba e delay isi ne nsem a wo ba beka ene say one promise obia say obe release provisional register in a week. It is one promise so obe release in a week. When are you going to release it? Is it 2 days to election? Or maybe very close to the election to the point where say NDC for who mistakes can I feel to me nation fan. Because say what say what correcting mistakes no then the NDC for no back asana wa katro say what correcting mistakes na. It shouldn't even be more than a week. Na ke enimu ho na why ye open drive ready. Only NDC for kasa ya now de obia de ahihye nsa na okọ. If you believe that you've made corrections. And that's how you between ade no still and buy na afia say ye ma pressure say enyo na say why mistakes why correcting mistakes no fa de ne bra still on person de beba de enta na person de beba na afia we ka tem say masa man promise o time bia say me de be ma me ka say me de be ma o de na so man share date inti jai ha wo ha me no na no say na asem na say na mo ka no say na asem na iko what do you mean by that? Joshua was say election 2024. We never promised to release provisional voters register in a week. Easy. Now, I say the Electoral Commission has denied reports that it's resolved to release a revised version of the 2024 voter register within a week after the Inter-Party Advisory Committee, IPAC, held on Tuesday, October 1st. I say EC, in a statement dated October 8th and signed by its deputy chairperson in charge of operations, Samuel Tete, disagreed with claims by the National Democratic Congress that the election management body promised to make the revised register available after it met with all political parties contesting in the December 7 polls. NDC, after last Tuesday's IPAC meeting, announced that the Functional Executive Committee of the NDC has deliberated and decided to accept the EC's promise to release to political parties the corrected updated version of the 2024 Provisional Voters Register for scrutiny within 1 week. But the EC on Tuesday clarified that its chairperson, Jean Mensa, rather said it would provide the political parties with a revised PVR and upload it online within 2 weeks or earlier. Nowhere in her statement did the chairperson indicate that the revised provisional voters register would be available within a week. It's the Electoral Commission for Nsema. You see, for me, all these things, no, it looks like the Electoral Commission, they just don't want to be at peace with the NDC. Clearly, that's what it looks for me. I mean, what can't the NDC for say, oh, okay, yabeye adieno ready. Ye osi me the answer osi we okay also be ya de ready within 2 weeks or earlier. Okay, so what can be within 2 weeks or earlier? What does it mean? Say a brofo. Say me can't say oh sebe mema wa de latest by Ochina, because basically that's what they are saying. Brofo obika say something will happen today or earlier. Something will happen tomorrow or earlier. It simply means and there an answer Ochina. Yes, English you. Me catch say mema 1 CD. Ebia Ochina or earlier in term crossing Ochina. Time ben the yen term sin Ochina enyende. Because then to me yen we are talking about days. And I make catch say me the idea be ma either say Ochina and I say, me de bema okra ansa na ochina. Brofo no sa na ti o. Mema obibi, ade na me de bema no, me de bema ochina, and I say me de bema okra ansa na ochina edru. Inti se nde ekwo awieye na oba bebisa say, oh, ade na also de bema me no akwa akosi say ya. It is not wrong say me bisa o. Because o ka kire me say either say ochina and I say ansa na ochina edru. Na me hu ne say day no ende. Inti may verify from you say time men ebeba. Because and then so can be. Inti ende amba dia mentwen ochina na. It is all catch NDC for say obema move voters register no 2 weeks or earlier. The earlier no, the waka no 1 week eka ho. Because if it is not 2 weeks, the earlier than 2 weeks is the next week. The context we are talking about is weeks. And so once you've said 2 weeks or earlier, it starts from a week and then it goes to 2 weeks. And so the earlier is a week. And then the 2 weeks is what you are saying. Inti say 1 week a came na embaye na me kan wan say oh, wo na say ade na ya ready. Ye ne aye nim say mbre ni ho. Aka 2 months ni ato aba. Wo see 2 weeks. Ade no so wa na wo kan say aye ready. Say aye ready na 2 weeks or earlier. Now 1 week a me bisa say eh akwa kosi say ya o say man kan tell say me de be ma 1 week man kan tell now brofo na kan refi say 1 week and because one can 1 week na interest one gas out de be ma 1 week o say 2 weeks or earlier no so ye 1 week into there na walking And for me, I think say the India maker say it looks like the Electoral Commission clearly just doesn't want to be at peace with the NDC, and they say with their tonation or their response, no, it shows. Because here, to be frank, if the Electoral Commission is concerned about their image, they shouldn't even be replying or responding to NDC this way. Because once you are responding this way, you see, it builds upon the perception and crophobia and you say, no person we are about to him. In things like this, look at the response. The Electoral Commission has taken note of a statement by the National Democratic Congress to the effect that the EC promised to make the revised provisional voters register available to the political parties within a week of the IPAC meeting as follows. Blah, blah, blah. So for the records, the chairperson of the EC indicated during the televised IPAC meeting that the commission would provide the political parties with the revised PVR and upload it online within 2 weeks or earlier. Nowhere in her statement did the chairperson indicated that the revised PVR would be made available within a week. I seriously, I don't understand. I mean, here. For me, you don't. Response a metron say, ebia, omuntu omoboase. Ebia response a metron say, yes, you who say NDC for tron enkrata. They shouldn't worry. It is in the process. Maybe a mama date, I feel mama date. Because at the end of the day, you didn't even solve the problem. Into me and Kadiame can say, oh, and me who NDC for letter. Letter no must say ni say. They shouldn't worry. It is still in the process. And things like this, no, it takes time. Because enya adebia will printing and deke cannot china. It takes time. But I am assuring the NDC that by this date, by 20th of Abia this, or by 21st of this, you are going to get it. Now, semen final semen koye. Now, aba, ane, man can't draw semi de bema 1 week. Make a semi de bema 2 weeks or earlier. Now, man 1 week bia, man can 1 week. What problem are you solving with that statement? The advice I have for the Electoral Commission and their PRO or the PR department, and they say, make sure that any response you are bringing out is solving a problem. Response be our day babon, especially on these political issues. No, make sure say solve it. Bisan ho say asem we am ibeke ede na ebe kose. Ebe man krofo buefu anase ebe man botoye mu aba. So when as asem ya obeka bia na de bufu na eba, then you have to check yourself. Because the position you are holding, no, enye fedi agro, it is a very sensitive position. Masa, the NDC, they have compromised a lot. Say, munya obimo nkano kware ntremwa, NDC for omwa compromise a lot. Sa, omaya yesi ye penokware kan yesi ye nankebe kano kware wo kurum ha. The way the Electoral Commission has dealt or treated the NDC, it is not fair. The mistakes they discovered and how the Electoral Commission treated them as if say mistakes are all the things NDC discovered at the end of the day. Yemu bikrane if you say NDC for your time hunu keke. Later you be say the NDC for some more kind of the NDC have compromised a lot. And so if you keep treating them like this, it is just not going to go well. Because every single person has a barrier. People are very tolerant. But Charlie, it gets to a level where Charlie, they don't take it anymore. Omuntu me njini bi, omuntu me fabium, omuntu me so sebe the echo subium. And it looks like the Electoral Commission doesn't even care. Such statement here womo de babonti. Ehun here with the tonation and whatever you are saying, ehun here. Who the opposite will put his statement out, Krana? Sisiano, okay, time and beba. NDC for say, Adia no mosi beba and buy yati. Ebia who the statement out there about to abonte. Still won't share time Adia ne beba. Inti si Adene. Inti Adene ye important. They say, date na Adia ne beba abonte. No, we are not talking about it. You see NDC in subeba be respond. They say, Adena o ye see, unsubeba by kakase, ebeba, sa ne but date ben ne beba. Sisi response out there about abonte. Problem ben na solve. Date ben Adia ne beba. I don't know why seriously minim, but it looks like teachers for penny Angel Kabonu enra wa kan sembi o say watena se adwun hu say maybe the current crop of leaders are mudi Ghana for so and no they are not the people anke wo so mudi yeso na it is true ye hu say omo mudi Ghana for so and in various positions no omo nya nkrofobia na nkomo se fata se wo modern leaders in this country, and indeed it is true, because every single thing we are seeing shows that dabi. And I think there's something wrong. Anyama we ni na no for more and more PhD ni masters in all those sociology and all those things no. Tadi we ni na no big research work amube to me aye. Oh, mube to me throw an academic piece, academic letter on it, and then some of us will be very interested in reading. We need to know. The NDC some years back. Let's go to some years back. Was it their education? Senya ye tre Ghana for ebi mu ade no, was it our schooling system na afi no as a year repeat the effect of it? Because at the end of the day, if you go back, you realize say the ama and the yababenya a particular group of leaders are edi o man so no e ye bibi na ma sa ade no e bae na as a afi na year repeat the effect of it. So we need to know what is causing that. Ebia na ye senya ye tre ade wo school e na afiansa ye ti so aba ebia na ye bibi. Oh, to inside any nebetumi ama ye make informed policies in this country to shape our future. Because say then I cry for the future for the future of our children. It's not good. It's not enye enkoye kra enye Ghana ni enka no kware o, because ade a ye de ye NDC for pan na ke o man ye ka no kware a enye. Tell me your comment box ni mo me da se.